Hi, my name is Alan. I work for Turning Heads, and these videos are being made with the Yes Centre of Brixham and the Food Alliance. You've recently received a food box, which would have come from the Yes Centre or the Food Alliance, and in that would have been a book of recipes. This is a series of short videos, got 12 videos, and what I aim to do is show you how to cook each of these recipes really quickly, really safely, really healthily, and to use the entire contents of this food box during the summer holidays. There's lots and lots of things in here. There are various herbs and spices. The idea is we're going to use all of this stuff, so when you get this box, put it in your cupboard and then follow along with the videos, and then you can cook all these things, really healthy recipes, and get all the family involved, chopping, cooking, stirring and mixing, and we'll have a brilliant time. Good luck. Right, we're going to make corned beef hash. So in your box of food you'll find some tin potatoes and you'll find a tin of corned beef. And the only other bit of ingredient we need an onion, and we also need some mixed herbs. So this is mixed herbs from a supermarket. Okay, and we also need a tiny bit of oil to put in the pan to start with. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to chop up the onion and get the onion cooking in a little bit of oil. Now, I'm going to use a bit of olive oil, but if you haven't got any olive oil, you can use some cooking oil. If you haven't got any cooking oil, you can use a little bit of butter. Just needs to be a little bit in the pan. So we need to just get rid of the outer leaves. Be really careful when you're doing this. So we chop our onion up. Peel our onion. You don't need a particularly big one. If you haven't got a white onion, you can use a red onion. So chop it down the middle. Be really careful. If you need to ask for help, just ask somebody to give you a hand. And we're going to get that in there. Now if you've got any garlic, you put some garlic in as well. And then we need to cook our onion for about 8 minutes because we want it to be nice and soft. And because we don't want to burn it, we want to keep moving the onion around in our pan. And what we want to do is soften the onions and also brown them. So it's going to start to sizzle. Okay. What we need to do is we need to get our tin potatoes, and we need to put our tin potatoes in a pan, and we need to cook them, the instructions on the tin. Now these potatoes here, you see I've already done these ones, it says on here to cook these for 8 minutes. Okay, with your potatoes cooked, what you then need to do is you need to open your tin of corned beef. They have like a little key on the side that you can twist, or you can get a tin opener and open them on the top. And then you just take your corned beef out, but be really, really careful. It's really easy to cut yourself, and this tin is super sharp, so do not get any child to do it. And if you're a bit wary about doing it, I would use a tin opener around the top. And what we're going to do with our corned beef is we're going to chop it up into cubes. Now, this is a really easy thing to do, it's very soft. So we're going to cut our corned beef into slices, and then we're going to cube it. Okay, and then what we're going to need to do with our potatoes is we're going to need to cut our potatoes up as well. Okay, so I need a different knife here because I've got corned beef all over that one. We're literally just going to chop them into small pieces like this. Okay, so some of these potatoes are quite diddy anyway. So it's a really simple recipe this. This is one that you can definitely get your kids involved doing as well. So, and these potatoes are really easy to chop up. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're going to add our corned beef into the pan. And we're going to turn the heat up because we want to warm that corned beef through. And then we're going to put our chopped potatoes in there as well. There we go, get that one in there. And we're going to mix our potatoes in with our corned beef and our onion. We need to add some herbs, so I'm going to add some mixed herbs. And you might want to add some salt and pepper. And then we're going to heat this through, and this is going to take a good few minutes to heat through. And we're going to leave that to cook, and that's going to cook for about 3 minutes on quite a high heat. And we're nearly there, this is nearly it. So this is corned beef hash. So this is a really, really good thing to have in the morning, sort of late breakfast. You can have it for lunch. A tin of potatoes, a tin of corned beef, and an onion and some herb. That's all you need, and that's enough to feed 4 people easily. Just scoop a bit into your bowl, mix it up, give it a try. It's delicious, and those onions are really soft. So, and that corned beef has all turned to mush. So grab a bit of corned beef with a potato. Dive in. corned beef hash. Really simple, easy to do, lots of things to get your kids involved in, chopping the potatoes, chopping the corned beef, but do not let them open the corned beef because it is lethal. Enjoy it.